Peace and love, dreamers. Welcome back to the void. I'm your guide, Fatima Faith, aka Always Dreaming, and welcome to my bed again. This is your pick a card reading for the week ahead. I made it back, y'all. First week was last week. I decided to do the pick a card for the week ahead, and I said I was coming back, and I did, even though I honestly was like not really wanting to push the button. So that's why I just said, just do it. Fucking do it, girl. Fucking do it. As you see, it looks a little different. I don't know. I wouldn't be a Virgo if all of a sudden I didn't just have the urge to just change everything up in my room. So I literally feng shuied, moved my bed. Um, it has definitely moved the energy around. It's feeling very, she's ready. This is new. We're doing new shit. Okay. So today is, I don't know if I said it already, it's Sunday, April the 6th, 2025. It is 8:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And currently, where are we at? We are currently at Libra Rising, and this week we have a full moon in Libra. So I will be doing a pick a card reading for the full moon um, in Libra. But this is just your short pick a card for the week ahead, beginning of the week, middle of the week, and end of the week. So we are at 25 degrees, which is an Aries degree, Libra rising. So Libra and Aries are opposite each other. Um, those energies are opposing each other, but we have a Leo moon right now. Your Leo moon priestess here. At 10 degrees, the Leo moon is, which is a Capricorn degree. She is showing up as the goat. She is being consistent. Saturn has been on my ass with it opposite my sun in Virgo, because it's in Pisces. I did look it up today. May 25th, 2025 is when Saturn will move out of Pisces, stop opposing me, and move into Aries. So I feel like I've learned a lot of lessons over the last 2.5 to 3 years of this Saturn transit. And we are at a 17-degree Aries sun right now. 17 degrees. So we got 12 of Pisces, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is a Leo degree showing up as the leader. Okay. We are still Mercury retrograde. Mercury will come out of retrograde this week on the 8th, which the 8th is Tuesday. So we will be out of Mercury retrograde, and I'm not exactly sure the exact date. Let's see. Let's move forward a little bit to see when Venus will stay in retrograde longer than Mercury. Let me just make sure we're still Venus retrograde in Aries this week, all of this week. Actually, wow, Venus comes out of retrograde. Whew. Actually, it's in retrograde right now in Pisces. And it'll come out of retrograde on Saturday, April the 12th, 2025. So Saturday we will be out. So, okay. Whew, what a week, right? So we'll have, and I think that's going to be the same day that we have the full moon in Libra. Yes, it is. So, all right, the astrology for the week. Tuesday, we are out of Mercury retrograde. Don't forget there's always a post shadow and pre shadow. So we will be having a couple of weeks of post shadow a little bit, where we're kind of, it's, to me it's always feels like coming out of the fog, coming out of the, okay, but sometimes for me the shadows hit harder than the actual retrograde, so we will see how that goes. So that is on Tuesday the 8th, and then on Saturday we'll have the full moon in Libra, and we will also have the Venus, the ruler of the moon, coming out of retrograde. So it'll be interesting. So let's go ahead and jump into, oh, I need to grab some crystals. Well, let me go ahead and do whatever the astrology cards for the 3 piles will be. Got my selenite here. Today I'm using, these are the Parker Astrology self-care cards. Am I green? Yes, I'm still green. All right. What are the 3 piles main energies for the week? The 3 piles. I always open the deck by shuffling bridge shuffle 4 times. So because of the full moon this week, I felt like doing some imagery that was a little softer, a little more artistic, because Libra is ruled by Venus. So it's very artsy. It's like what feels good. I've done a deep clean of my room. I got new sheets, as you see. I had to get some new pajamas. Got new lights. I already had this painting, but you all didn't really get to see it. So I love the fact that my name is on it, Faith, and it's right above my head now. So let's see, what are the energies for the 3 piles? So we already got the first card, which is Jupiter. So pile number 1 is Jupiter, the rule that rules Sagittarius. Keywords are expansion, intellectual, and physical. Interesting, physical. All right, what is pile 2? The main energy for pile 2 for the week ahead. Pile 2. Jupiter right now for pile 1 is currently in Gemini, so it will be somewhat trining the full moon, because Libra and Gemini are both air signs. Full moons are all about things coming into awareness, full illumination. Too many cards. Can I get 1 card, please? Coming into illumination. What is being illuminated for the piles? Keep that in mind. What it also, full moons also often have to do with releasing. Because we come into full illumination, we become aware of something. Now we are Libra, cardinal sign. We are called to act. How are we going to release what needs to be released now that we have a better understanding of what we didn't understand previously? Can I get 1 card, please? I will keep going. I like it to be very clear, okay? Can I get 1 card for pile 2, please? 1 card for pile 2. 1 card for pile 2. Pick it, remix. All right. Take 2. Peace and love, dreamers. Welcome back to the Void. I'm your guide, Fatima Faith, aka Always Dreaming. And actually, we're gonna just jump back into it. I'm actually gonna put Jupiter back. I got disrupted. It's fine. It's my child, whatever. And while talking to her, I realized I did not light the Palo Santo. So let's just start over. I thought maybe I'd start the whole video over again, and then I was like, no, because I already did all the astrology and I was definitely in my vibe, in the zone. So yeah, no, we're just gonna start the the card picking process over again. Okay, so I'm gonna actually shuffle the 4 times again. All right. Can I get a card for pile number one? What is the energy for the week ahead for pile number one? Energy for the week ahead. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Libra coming out strong. Pile one. This full moon is going to be big for you, Libra. September 23rd through October 23rd. The traits are diplomatic, charming, easygoing, sociable, indecisive, changeable, gullible. Keywords are harmoniously and sympathetically. All right, so pile one, you came out the gate swinging with Libra with the full moon coming on Saturday. Also, yeah, so that's where we'll end the week. So we're starting this week with the moon currently in Leo, and we will end the week with the moon in Libra. So we will go through um, Leo, Virgo, and Libra with the moon cycle this week. So those are the energies that will be fluctuating between this week. What is the energy for pile number two for the week ahead? What is the energy for pile two for the week ahead? Energy for pile two, the week ahead. Energy for pile two for the week ahead. Okay, so pile two, y'all gonna give me an issue again. Y'all gonna give me a problem again. Y'all not trying to reveal yourself. I burned something. I paused, try it again. Thank you. Thank you, pile two. Why y'all so stubborn? Okay? Stubborn. Fifth house. Ruled by Leo. The fixed sign. Moon's in Leo right now. Fifth house. This week for pile two is all about the fifth house. The house of Leo and the sun. Creativity, pleasure, children, love affairs, risk taking, father. This energy is actually sextile to Libra energy. So, and being with Venus, being a Venusian ruled sign, it's gonna be pretty it's feeling good this week. And I'm noticing here that it looks like she's stretching. She's in her body. Something heavy about not heavy, but something about being in the body, what feels good to my body. This is getting out whatever's in our mind. This is what I'm getting from this. Getting whatever is in our mind out of our mind and articulating it in a creative way. Love that. All right. Ah, yeah. Heavy on that, being stuck in your mind. I feel like pile two has been a little trapped. They might have been feeling, it might have been a lot this retrograde for them. Um, and so now that we're coming out of retrograde this week, we're able to take what we've learned and turn it into something creative and something great. All right, pile three. What is the energy for the week ahead for pile three? Thank you. So, this is not a card probably I should even keep in here, but it's in here and it says the planets. So, I feel like there's something this this pile feels very all encompassing, and I'm going to keep it. This is pile three, all encompassing. Something about the cycle, something about all the things happening together. You're being in sync with all the changes and the shifts. And I almost feel like this pile feels the energy shifting quite a bit. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see what the overall energy is. The third house. So we have third house, which is all about communication. We're coming out of retrograde. It's the house of Gemini and Mercury. Keywords are brothers, sisters. It's also the house of siblings, transportation or transport, environment, early education. Um, so yeah. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have Venus energy, Taurus and Libra. Rules Taurus and Libra. Keywords are harmony, unison, and love. So those are kind of the overarching themes for the week ahead. But the main cards are pile one. We have Libra, and I'm going to find a crystal to go for Libra. And pile two, we have the fifth house. And pile three, we have the planets, all the things, all the planets, all the energies. Okay. So I will be back with your crystal selection and then we'll get into it. Okay. All right. And we're back. So I just intuitively picked crystals this time. Last time I used ChatGPT and had them pick the crystals for me, or recently I used ChatGPT to pick the crystals. But when I looked at my altar and looked at all my crystals, certain crystals just kind of yelled to me. So for pile one with Libra energy, I picked up this Barite, Barite. I've also seen it called Ceristite, something like that. So it says inner vision, interdimensional travel, and communication with our guides and guardian angels. So I have no idea why I chose this one for pile one, but that's what I chose and I'm just going to trust it. All right, so that's pile one. For pile two, we got the fifth house, which is Leo energy. And I went with good old pyrite. So we have the pyrite crystal for pile number two, or fool's gold, but it felt very Leo, right? And for pile three, we have the planets, and I went with this, I guess it's ocean jasper, um, but it kind of looked like the cosmos and galaxies, so that's why I went with it. So anyway, I will see you all in your piles.
Quiet star, quiet star, quiet star, quiet star.
What's up, Pile One? Welcome to your week ahead. Pick a card reading for the week of April the 6th, 2025. It is now 8:50 p.m. I didn't already pick your cards, and then I had to, after I picked the crystals and we did the first card, then I had to like tap in and pull your cards. So it was very interesting. Y'all started me off really interesting. So we just gonna let it flow and see where it goes, okay? So you picked this barite crystal, and you picked Libra energy, okay? And so the first card I got for you from the tarot, and I used the same tarot for all three piles, the anime tarot. I just like the aesthetic of everything, and Libra rules aesthetics. Forgot to put the mic in. All right. So the first card you all got, and it came out reversed. You got two reversed cards. And then I was like, should I take it reverse? I'm going to take it reverse. Take it how it resonates. We're going to go through the upright and the reverse. So for the beginning of the week, to start off your week, you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So there's going to be a little bit of shift at the beginning of the week where you might feel a little unfortunate. And so the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this card tells you to prepare for a bumpy ride. So it might be a bumpy week for you this week, but you did pick Libra, and we are in the, heading into the full moon. We just closed out the eclipse season in Libra. Libra had the south node of past life. So over the last year and a half, if you picked Libra, there's been closing out things. And so full moons can be about closing out, releasing things coming into the light. So this is the first full moon that we're having in the last year and a half, 2 years, where it hasn't been activated by the south node. So that might be why I don't know why I just heard you've been in denial. There's something you've been in denial about over the last 2 years that you know needs to change, you know needs to be released. But just like it says on the card, traits is indecisive. You know, Libra can sometimes be very people pleasing energy because Libra wants balance, it wants harmony. And so sometimes they'll do that to their own detriment. So I feel like what I'm getting intuitively is that there's going to be something that you can't ignore anymore, you know. Um, be ready for a sudden change. View this warning as an opportunity to take the reins and be proactive. Take the reins. You're still a cardinal sign, Libra. This is not for Libras, but you picked the Libra card. So I'm talking through Libra right now. Um, you are a cardinal sign. It's about using your intellect, air, your thought processes to move forward in a cardinal direction. View this as a warning or opportunity to take the reins and be proactive. Alternatively, this card warns against being resistant to change, indecisive, or tells you that things have come to a standstill. Okay. Um, attributes now, I always say with tarot, you can turn these things around, okay? Just like the wheel turns, okay? So, the beginning of the week, there might be some harsh realities that you realize that you just cannot ignore anymore. The Wheel of Fortune upright, the Wheel of Fortune encourages you to have faith in the universe. If you're encountering an obstacle or going through a rut, the tides will soon change and good fortune will rear its head again. Look inward. All right, so I'm actually just gonna, because I was only gonna pick the three cards. I was only gonna pick the three cards, but it said go within, and so I'm gonna jump to the overall card I got for you. The fourth card that I decided to go ahead and pick a fourth card for you was the Hermit. So don't act too quickly, okay? Something at the beginning of the week is going to kind of turn your world upside down, okay? Allow that. And then I'm getting yoga with this. She's doing what she can to, I feel like she's processing whatever information is coming through. Like I said, Mercury's coming out of retrograde this week. It's almost like something is being revealed to you, full moon. And then midweek, we have the 10 of Wands. It's going to be a burden. It's going to be heavy on you. What you're going to come into information wise at the beginning of the week is going to be heavy. It's going to be a burden, but it's going to be okay. So you got 10-10 because the Wheel of Fortune is what? The number 10. And then you went into the 10 of Wands. It's going to be a little bit of a burden to carry. And it might actually, by the end of the week, I also had the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse after that. So the end of the week, we had Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. This could also affect your money, whatever information is coming into you, in for you. And it's very interesting because when I was doing the pick a card before I got Libra, the pile number one had Jupiter, and the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Okay. So I feel like that card was still in line with pile one, what was going to be pile one, and this pile one are still going together. So you got 10, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse at the beginning of the week, into the 10 of Wands in the middle of the week, 10-10. And then what is 1 plus 0? 1 plus 0 is 1. It is 1. And you have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It could potentially be an opportunity that you thought that you were going to have is no longer an opportunity anymore. Um, and interestingly enough, I decided to go ahead and pick you one more card because this one came out in reverse. Um, you got the 9. 9 plus 1 is what? 10. So here we are at 10 again. So 111, 111. That might be a significant number for you. Um, and then we have the overall energy for the week is the hermit, going into solitude, not feeling like you need to act too quickly. Give yourself time to process, to heal. Do what makes you feel good. She's eating pizza, she has her headphones on. Nurture yourself this week. I feel like that is. And then your animal spirit card that I got for you was Stingray, Discover Peace and Calm. So it is going to be a little bit of a turbulent week for you, pile number one. I was not expecting that for you at all. Um, so we have the Stingray, Discover Peace and Calm. Let's see what it says. Stingray. I really like this deck. So tap into your Stingray energy, discover peace and calm. Stingray bestows calm when you most need it. When you find yourself in a situation that triggers feelings of anger, frustration, or stress, Stingray medicine helps you to take a pause. Hermit, take a pause and connect to calm before responding. That was what I was saying. Something's going to come in that's going to shake your world up a little bit, and it's going to be a heavy weight for you to carry. Ace of Pentacles, and it can affect you. And even it might not necessarily affect your finances, but it also could be, because when I look at pentacles, I think about our earth body. It could affect you health wise. So doing yoga or doing meditation practices or just being in nature. She's got flowers in her lap. She's got birds around her, just trying to find balance. She is holding the scales, trying to find balance again. Take a pause and connect to calm before responding. Often, when a sudden rush of emotion rises within you, the immediate response is to let those feelings burst out as a gut reaction. However, if you can think of Stingray's ability to move peacefully with the sway of the tide, oftentimes resting, buried in the sand, and sit with that burst, you're feeling for just a moment and let the kicked up sand within you settle, you can avoid unnecessary drama and conflict. This is page 144. Call on Stingray to help you connect to calm by closing your eyes and breathing deeply and imagining a stingray slowly moving along the ocean floor. This short visualization can quickly soothe you, allowing you to respond with intention rather than react from a place of heightened emotion. This is very Libra, um, reacting in a more calm, harmonious place, instead of reactionary. Invocation to activate stingray medicine. Sacred stingray, thank you for reminding me of the importance of choosing peace and calm over drama and pain. Work with me to help me find my center during times of angst or despair. Allow me to respond in healthy ways rather than reacting hastily. Um, Per usual, I will um, take a picture of this. Make sure you get your screenshot. So throughout the week, whatever you're going through, you can come back to that screenshot and you can say this invocation to yourself, just reminding you to stay centered. Okay. I am hoping, wishing so much peace and calm for you in the week ahead. If this reading, if you go through the week and it actually does resonate for you, something does come up, feel free to leave it in the comments. The whole point of this channel is to bring together community. You never know who you might find in the comment section, to be there as a support for you. Okay. So until the next time, peace, love, keep dreaming. My bad. Pile one. I just thought about your crystal as I was putting your pile up. It said communicating with your guides. When you're taking that pause, feel free to um, do some work with connecting with your guides. I feel like a lot of people that may come to my channel may not be as tapped in. They're maybe just starting out on their spiritual journey, and so they don't really have a connection as much. And maybe that is why I intuitively picked that crystal. It's because through this week, you're not going to really need to talk to people. Okay, you're going to need to take a time out, but in order to communicate and not feel so alone in the situation, just trying, talking to God, talking to your ancestors, talking to your ascended masters, your angel guides, whatever, your alien friends, um, just being able to tap into something else, that can give you guidance from a higher perspective. So, all right, thanks. Can't make this shit up. Pal one, what's up, Pal one? Y'all are just the gift that keeps on giving, I guess. My son just left out of here. He is a Libra rising, and he just told me that his Patreon subscription didn't go through. I don't know, some issue. I don't know. That's your thing. That's your thing. I don't know. And I said it could end, some disappointing news. It could, he's 15, but I'm just showing you, like, this literally just played out in my own household. My Libra rising, sun Libra moon. He's about to have a full moon in his first house. Um, Venus deals with money as well. Um, and we ended with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Reverse, like something went wrong with his finances and his bank account and the subscription that he wants. And as the mama, I don't know. You're just gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to do your research. I don't know what happened, but I'm recording a YouTube video, so I'm gonna get back into that. So, pile one, it'll be okay. Take your time out. Keep yourself balanced, okay? You're gonna get through this, because guess what? The sun will come out tomorrow. Okay, so things don't last always. The wheel of fortune will go back in the upright position again. Okay, all right, pal one. I think I'm done with you. Okay. I think I'm done with you. I'm good. I have to be done with you. Okay. I love you. All right. Everything will be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. I'm gonna have to plug these songs in for some reason. All right. I'm really gone this time. Let me get to pile two. Peace. Peace, pile two. Welcome to your week ahead reading for the week of April the 6th, 2025. I just finished pile one, and I don't really have any intuitive messages, but once we get into it, I'll just trust that whatever is supposed to come will come. Okay, so if you pick this pile, you pick the fifth house. The house rules Leo, the house of Leo and the sun. The keywords are creativity, pleasure, children, love affairs, risk taking, and father energy. And you picked the pyrite crystal right here. Peace and love, pal. Two. Welcome to your week ahead for April the 6th, 2025. It is now 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and pal one has taken me through loops and loops and loops today. Okay, so let's get back into it. So you picked either the pyrite crystal or you picked the fifth house with Leo energy. Okay, the house of Leo and the sun. Keywords are creativity, pleasure, children, love affairs, risk taking, and the father. Okay. And so for the beginning of the week, you came out strong with the Hierophant. Okay. The Hierophant is a teacher. All right. So I don't know if you're going to be, oh, that's right. Y'all's spread was crazy. All right. So let's go ahead and look at the Hierophant and see what it says in the book for the Hierophant. I'm just going off the dome. I didn't get any messages while I was picking these cards. It's just like when I push the button in channels, okay? So, spiritual beliefs, doctrine and tradition, education and conformity, reversed attributes or personal beliefs veering from the status quo, okay? Often seen as the male counterpart to the high priestess, the Hierophant leans toward personal intuition and more toward the wisdom, tradition, and knowledge of trusted authority figures. He asks you to listen to institutional knowledge and represents the tried and true way of doing things. If you're looking for advice or understanding, this card may be pointing you to a mentor who can guide you through a challenging situation, one who can help you explore spiritual enlightenment, whatever that looks like for you. So it's really interesting what I'm getting off this card. I keep on seeing someone at work at the beginning of the week. Um, Take it how it applies. At the beginning of the week, being able to showcase the knowledge that they've accumulated, that they're really, they know what they're doing. They're ahead of their craft. But it was really interesting now that I'm thinking about it. If we take this five of the fifth house into account, creativity. So being creative in the way that you bring wisdom across to other people. And then we had midweek is the nine of pentacles. This leads to, which is Venus and Virgo energy. So Virgo can be very much a teacher type energy, but you have a creative way, Venus, creativity, you have a creative way of being able to give people the knowledge that they need, but also being able to, now I'm getting like spirituality, but like say you're at work, right? Say you're at work and you are kind of like a trainer at work, and you are able, all of a sudden you just like intuitively are able to kind of see the people that you're training, like as far as like what it is that they need, and you're able to tell them exactly what they need to know in a way that's easy for them to understand. Virgo's very practical, Venus and Virgo, but it also is very creative and it just comes to you very easily. It's a wise teacher, the Hierophant is. So I feel like beginning of the week with the Hierophant, you're going to be able to showcase some of your talents. And actually, this card is also the card of Taurus, which Taurus is ruled by Venus. So once again, Venus is very creative energy. So you have a lot of Venusian energy here. And then you have 10 of Pentacles. So you went from the 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever you're going to come across this week, I feel like the Hierophant is the one that I don't know why it's feeling so veiled to me as far as like how this is going to turn out. Something's going to happen at the beginning of the week where you, but then I just saw like this person that just got skyrocketed to the top of seen as like a wise counsel, people coming to you for counsel because you have a very practical way of telling people and showing people the way that things should be. Which is going to lead to independent success. Nine of Pentacles is independent success, something you grew on your own. 9:15 p.m. Thank you. My phone is all the way over there, my other phone. I'll be right back. Chucky Ducky Quack Quack Pile number two. Good gracious. This whole pick a card has been quite. My daughter came in, my son came in, my alarm's going off. Like, but you know what? We rock with it. We go with it. We lean with it. Rock with it. Okay. So overall theme for the week is the fifth house with creativity. Okay. And pyrite actually deals with abundance. So it's like you're stepping into something new. You do have the full moon in Libra, Venusian. You have the Hierophant at the beginning of the week, stepping forward into your power, or maybe you're just stepping forward into your power. You're no longer hiding anymore your gifts, and your way of creativity. The Hierophant is um, Taurus with Venusian energy. And then we go to the Nine of Pentacles, self made entrepreneur, being abundant. Nobody got you there. This is all the hard work that you've put in. This is being tapped into all the other realms, being able to be a wise counsel for other people. Never accept less than your worth. I don't know why that just came in. Worth, Taurus, your worth. You know your value now. Ooh wee. I feel like a new creative project is beginning. Fifth house. a new creative project is beginning. It's something that you are not surprised by. You're just ready now. You're ready to execute. We are coming out of the retrograde and now you're ready to move forward. Venus will be out of retrograde by the end of the week. We are full steam ahead. We are moving forward with this energy. We have done enough research. We have been tapped in enough. We know our guides, we know our intuition. It's going to lead to independent success, okay? And then you end it with the 10 of Pentacles. This is generational wealth. This is generational abundance. This is legacy. This is, you're going to be so successful in this creative venture that you have been planning for, that you are ready for, you have been practicing for, you have done the work. And now it's going to lead to leaving behind everything, leaving behind wealth for generations to come. Okay, you will be known. I feel like you will be known. Okay, then by the end of the week, it's Eight of Wands. It's going to come in quicker than you think. It's going to be a lot, got to be quicker than that. Okay, fifth house also deals with entrepreneurship and creative talents. And you had the Nine of Pentacles, which deals with um, talents. So you had fifth house, five. You had five, the Hierophant, five, quick change, sudden change, things happening quickly. Nine is all about completion, but it always brings it back to itself. Whatever you add to nine always comes back to that same number. It is completion. Then you had 10, back to the one that really matters, which is the family, the legacy that you are building, being known forever, forever. And Eight of Wands, it's going to come in quicker than you're thinking. Okay. Starfish, you ended with the starfish energy. It says find internal validation. I think that is probably what has been holding you back all this time. I feel like you have done a lot of the planning. You have been writing out a plan. You've been practicing with different things, but sometimes you just need to push the button, Fatima Faith, and just let it flow and just trust that whoever's meant to hear it will hear it. Okay. Um, find internal validation. I feel like you found that internal validation. So when you go through the week, I feel like there's something radiating. You're feeling so confident. You know your worth, Taurus value. You know your value, Taurus. You know what you're worth now. And so it's going to shock you. Eight of Wands. It's going to come in quick how people start gravitating to you and want your services and want to get your advice, get your wise counsel on different things. Take it how it resonates, okay? I don't try to give exact like this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, okay? You take what it means to you. So starfish, when if you ever find yourself through this week because things are happening so quickly for you and it's almost a little overwhelming, whenever you feel that way, don't let anybody outside of you shift your energy, not even for the good, okay? um Once you want, if you're say I don't know why I just saw this, but I just saw like you're getting all this praise, like, oh my gosh, did you see this project that they put out? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like they don't really realize, and everybody's bigging you up. Always go back within, because when you were building it, Taurus is a builder type energy. When you were building it, when you were building up your confidence, when you were understanding your value, when you were tapping in with your guides, Hierophant, when you were getting that guidance from the other realms, no one was there, no one supported you, nobody saw you. So when it's almost like becoming a star, when you become the star, don't let it go to your head, because you found the fact that you were a star before anybody validated that energy for you. Starfish, find internal validation. Starfish enters when you need to stay strong in your authenticity and truth, despite what others may say or think. This is especially important if you have people pleasing tendencies. Sometimes our fear of other people's judgments, expectations, and disappointments can be paralyzing. But if you remember the starfish's ability to regenerate a limb if bitten off, you can also remember your ability to regenerate your authenticity and truth when someone attempts to cut off your power or light. When you feel yourself contouring to align with someone else's sense of you, call on starfish medicine to help you stay strong in internal validation. Starfish reminds you to trust in your unique sacred path, knowing that at the end of the day, being right within yourself and in alignment with the great spirit and source, Hierophant energy, is far more valuable than someone else's acceptance. Okay. So, like I said, if you start blowing up this week and everybody's just praising you, or because with the love comes the hate too. So you're probably gonna feel both sides of it. Never forget how hard you work to get to this point. Don't ever be shaken in your worth and value anymore. Okay. And never accept less than what you're worth. Great source is far more valuable than someone else's acceptance. Starfish also reminds you to show others the same respect and non judgment in return. Invocation to activate starfish medicine. Sacred starfish friend, help me keep help keep me strong when fear of judgment or criticism arises. Support my ability to feel peace and joy as I walk my own unique path. And so it is. Okay. Um, I will have your spread for you. Feel free to take a screenshot so you can reference back to it throughout the week when you come across these moments, just as validation to yourself. Starfish, you're a star, okay? I feel like you're moving towards your star, okay? Your star power, you know your star power now, you know your creativity. It's unique. It's said about authenticity, staying authentic, staying unique. Um, so feel free to also screenshot that invocation, and if whenever you feel called, you need it throughout the week, just read it to yourself. Okay. I'm really excited. Feel free to tap in the comments and let me know how your week goes, if any of this pans out or how it resonates with you. And feel free to talk to other people in the comments. I'm really trying to build a community here of other weirdos and authentic, strange people. Okay. So until the next time, y'all, peace, love, keep dreaming. Peace and love, Pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card for the week ahead for April the 6th, 2025. Okay, so you all picked the planets, all the things. Okay, the back of this says the associations astrologers make between the planets and human characteristics, Venus and love, Mars and energy, and so on, are well over 2,000 years old. These associations are also specifically Western, though there are often universal similarities. In ancient Chinese astrology, for example, Mars is associated with fire and Saturn with earth. I don't know why I just felt like reading that because I didn't know if there was actually real information on the back of it. So I said, let me read it. Or you, so you either picked the planets card, all the things, or you picked this ocean jasper. At least that's what I think this crystal is, and that's what we're going to call it. All right. So it was really interesting because every pile I did not, I just pulled your cards. I did not get any intuitive messages. We're just going to push the button. We're going to let it go and see where it flows. Okay. So the first card you all got at the beginning of the week, y'all are coming in strong with the Empress energy. Okay. This is Venus energy, and Venus goes back direct at the end of this week, which rules, Venus rules the Empress card, of course, but also our full moon in Libra. Okay. So there is some new revelation. I feel like you're sitting pretty this at the beginning of the week. Like you are really feeling yourself. You are taking good care of yourself. The Empress, she's all about self-care, baby. Okay. Venus is all about some self-care. You've gotten in a good routine. I can speak for myself. I've gotten in a great routine. Every rising, doing my meditation, doing my Reiki on myself, drinking my tea, pulling my cards, showering, washing my hair, just getting into all the feels. And I Venusian changed up the aesthetic of my room, got some new lights and things like that. So I feel like the beginning of the week, you are feeling amazing. Okay. And then the midweek, you turn on into the magician. I said, what is going on with pile 3? Y'all picked all the planets for a reason, baby. Okay. Because y'all know y'all got it all. Okay. Y'all got Venus and stop, pile 3. You got Venus, which is going direct this week in Pisces, which is very dreamy. I feel like you can dream up anything this week and it will come to fruition. You will manifest it, okay? Use this full moon. Use this full moon. Some people say don't work with the full moon, set new intentions. I feel like y'all are so in alignment. Y'all are so in alignment with all the planets that y'all got it. What is that song? Oh my gosh. You got it. I'm gonna put it in the description box. I'm gonna figure out what that song is. You know you got it or something like that. Anyway, so y'all got the Empress, which is Venus energy, which goes direct on Saturday. It's ruling this full moon. It's coming into full illumination. You are in the beginning of the week feeling yourself, and then you say, you know what, let me go ahead and switch on and go ahead and turn into that Mercury energy. You know what I'm saying? And Mercury goes, what? Back direct this week on Tuesday. So that is literally midweek. So it's like once Mercury goes direct, you are strong in your will, your communication is back popping, you know what I'm saying? Which I feel like if you're anything like me, I just take retrogrades off from social media. Nothing heavy, nothing major, but it's like when we come out of retrograde, we back on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a time for me to just remove myself from all the external noise and chaos and take good care of myself, tap into that Venus energy. So yeah, midweek when Mercury goes direct, y'all get the Magician card. So something is going to transpire this week. I just feel like you're just feeling yourself. You're feeling your own beauty, then you turn around and you're feeling your own power. And then at the end of the week, we have the Tower card. So you got three major arcanas. The Tower card is not necessarily a bad card, and you got the Tower card in reverse. Um, and what I'm getting intuitively, I'm going to look in the book to see what it says, but what I'm getting intuitively with all these things are going to happen. You're literally going to, I just heard shapeshift, you're going to live, you know, these energies, you know, the energies of the planets, you know how to work with the cycles, you know how to work with the as above, so below, you know, and that's the Magician card. The Magician card, the traditional tarot, one hand pointing up to the sky as above, other hand pointing down, so below. Okay. You know how to shift between these energies. You do it effortlessly. You are literally, and so you're like, yeah, I've been chilling. I've been taking care of myself. Oh, now we're moving forward. We're going to do some little action. You know what I'm saying? Show them what I'm working with. And I feel like this Tower card is saying it's all going to happen very easily. It's not going to be as abrupt like the Tower in the upright. But let's see what the Tower reversed says. Card number 16, reverse, collateral damage transformation. The Tower hints that you are instigating a substantial personal upheaval, whether an internal reckoning or an existential crisis or spiritual awakening. You are shedding your former self in order. Eh, if it resonates, it resonates. This card reverse can also indicate that you are resisting inevitable changes. Some general advice: don't accept what's coming. Lastly, this card warns about getting caught up because of the other cards that came with it. I don't feel like that's the case. I just feel like you've been waiting for this change to happen. You've been waiting for it to happen. And because you've been waiting for it and you're prepared for it, you were just waiting for everything to cycle up. You were just waiting for the planets to be in alignment for it to just happen. So you're definitely ready for it. Then we ended with the Nine of Wands, which was just an overall card for your week. So Nine of Wands is like, yeah, it's not gonna always be easy, but this is wounded warrior. You know what I mean? It's like you're resilient. You know, you're gonna stand your ground. You're gonna make it through just fine. Let's see what the Nine of Wands has to say in the book here. I think you're so ready for all of it though. Like you're ready for the transformation. You're ready for it to all like come tumbling down. I feel like you already had internal tower moments. So it's like, oh, finally the external is caught up with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, y'all are late to the show, and so it's like Nine of Wands, you're so used to it, it doesn't even matter. Nine of Wands, protection, defensiveness, vigilance, past struggles, boundaries. So maintaining your boundaries. But I feel like starting out with the Empress card, you know your worth, you know your value. So that's not going to be a problem. And you know you're the motherfucking magician. You know what I'm saying? Reversed attributes are resilience, feeling overwhelmed, self doubt. Do not doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. The Nine of Wands indicates that you might be preparing to defend your power. You might have to defend your power, but you are so ready for it. You are so ready for it. I'm not even going to go into all this because I just feel like y'all got it together. Y'all got it going on like that. And then your animal spirit that you got for the week is clam. And it says discover happiness. I feel like um, y'all have been through so many tower moments internally, externally. Like you all are so ready for a breakthrough. Um, so when Nine of Wands said about self doubt, when things feel good, let it just feel good. Okay. It's okay to be happy. It's even okay to be happy when things are falling apart for other people around you. You know what I mean? Like you earned it. Okay. Clam, discover happiness. You've heard the saying, happy as a clam. And one of the clam's main medicines is happiness. Clams appear to help you reclaim your personal joy by taking responsibility for your emotional well being. Empress, you started out with the Empress card, and that's what we were talking about, emotional well being, making sure you're good. Always make sure you're good. Um, and now I'm getting, because I mentioned about my AM routine, like really stick to your AM routine. You know what I mean? Whether it's meditation, your cleansing rituals and things like that, putting yourself together. People always are like, man, you came to the store and you look amazing. And it's like, because I work hard. Before I go out the house, yes, I want to look good because when you look good, you feel good. Okay. So take that time and there's nothing wrong with that. All right. So, Clam appears to help you reclaim your personal joy by taking responsibility for your emotional well being. If you feel down, disrespected, or taken advantage of, consider what active steps you can commit to taking today that will bring about greater harmony in your life so that you can share your unique treasures. Work with the clam when it's time to go deeper than what sometimes feels comfortable in order to discover what's holding you back. Sometimes anguish is a result of suppressing talents and abilities, hiding them from others. Talents and abilities. That's a magician card. So midweek, you may start to doubt yourself a little bit. See, like, I feel like beginning of the week, you're feeling yourself, it's almost like you've been by yourself. You haven't really had to show out. But midweek, it might be like busting out the bando. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to really show up and show out. You got to show them that you're the motherfucking magician, you know, and don't doubt yourself, okay? Because once you show your talents, everything's going to change instantly and it's going to feel so good. Liberating is what I just heard. It's going to feel so liberating. um so stand strong, Nine of Wands. Be resilient, okay? Sometimes anguish is a result of suppressing talents and ability, hiding them from others and also from yourself. How can you share your happiness with the world? Invocation to activate clan medicine. Blessed clam, I am ready to understand how I am holding myself back and not taking responsibility for my true joy. I know that by facing the truth and doing the work, true inner happiness is possible. I am ready for you to guide me in the next step towards unlocking my happiness so that I may share my inner treasures with the world. Okay? Share it with the world. We're waiting on you, okay? So that is all I have for you, pile three. I hope that you have a great week. Feel free to tap in with the comments section and let me know how your week goes. Does any of this come up? Does it remind you of anything? Also, feel free to take a screenshot of the invocation and your card spread as a reminder throughout your week on the overall energies, okay? So until the next time, pile 3. Peace, love, and keep dreaming. I feel like I should say to all the piles, anybody that watches this to the end, if you would like to work with me, I am offering currently right now 2 services. I'm an astrologer mainly, but I love my cards. I have over 100 card decks. I do take digital clients, and yeah, I take digital clients. Right now, I'm only doing digital clients. I used to take people out in the community. I only am working with readings a couple times a week, um, because I'm working on other projects, other things that I really want to do. So you can go to my website, www.fatima.faith always dreaming, ALWAZE dreaming, and you can book yourself a personal one on one session. I am also open to coaching, but my coaching is not for the weak. Okay, we really get into it. You will have homework each week, and we will have a call once a week, also working around your schedule to really make sure that you are being disciplined in your self discovery journey. If you're interested in coaching services, you can email me at fatima@fatima.faith. That's Fatima, F as in Frank, A T as in Tom, I M as in Mary, at fatima.faith. F as in Frank, AITH. And yeah, I think that's it. Y'all can find me on social media sometimes. I don't know. I really want to focus all my attention on YouTube right now. So, anyway, that is it. Thank you all for listening and hanging out with me. All right.